Hi, I'm Dan Goulette with Ideal Option, and I'm here to talk to you about getting off fentanyl without getting sick. These days, so many drugs bought on the street, including heroin, cocaine, methamphetamine, and even marijuana, could be mixed with fentanyl. Fentanyl is dangerous. It's an extremely potent synthetic opioid. That means it's made in a lab, unlike heroin, which is made from a plant. It's about 50 times more potent than heroin, and it's really hard to stop using. Right now, fentanyl is cheap and plentiful, which means it's being mixed in with other drugs without the buyer even knowing, and that's led to a really significant increase in fatal overdoses. When people try to stop using fentanyl or other drugs that have been mixed with fentanyl, they often turn to buprenorphine, commonly known as Suboxone, which is a really effective medication at helping people get off opioids, such as heroin. But many fentanyl users find that they get really sick really quickly if they take too much Suboxone too soon, which often leads them to return to fentanyl use and swearing off Suboxone forever. What's happened to them is called precipitated withdrawal. It's when you take a full dose of Suboxone while fentanyl is still occupying the opioid receptors in the brain. The full dose of Suboxone immediately kicks the fentanyl off the opioid receptors. But because Suboxone only has a partial effect at the opioid receptors, this creates a net deficit which the body experiences as severe withdrawal. For a full dose of Suboxone to work, the opiate receptors should be empty when the first dose is taken. But that typically takes about 36 hours, and the reality is that individuals dependent on fentanyl oftentimes just can't wait that long, so they get stuck. The good news is that getting off fentanyl with Suboxone can be done without waiting 36 hours and without triggering precipitated withdrawal. The method we recommend is called micro-initiation, which involves decreasing the use of fentanyl while increasing the dose of buprenorphine slowly over the course of about a week. It's a bit more complicated than conventional initiation, so if you'd like to try it, I recommend working with an addiction medicine specialist like me. If you come to Ideal Option, we'll first assess your current substance use and your withdrawal history to make sure a micro-initiation is right for you. If it is, we'll create a detailed dosing plan just for you. You'll also have a registered nurse checking in with you every day by text or phone to make sure you're following the plan and you feel comfortable. If you need help getting off fentanyl, heroin, methamphetamine, or even alcohol, consider Ideal Option. We've helped tens of thousands of people recover from addiction since 2012.